So today we're going to be doing something different.
Okay. Okay. We just ran into a few situations here and there. Just not only some graphical issues, but also some network issues as well. But we sorted that out pretty fine and dandy. Oh shit, what'd I do? I'm trying to share this shit. Copy. Paste. And I'm gonna spread the word around on Discord. I mean, the scuff is unavoidable. You can prepare for it, but you can never really anticipate it. That's just the nature of it. Let me see if I could put it like a pinned. How can I do pinned messages? This will be shorter than intended. And that's so. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to switch over to a different mic since it's going to be a lot crisper and also gives me the perfect intention of providing the quality that I need in order to do these. So I may keep my audio setting. What actually, for me to let you know that I'm talking, I might as well just switch things over in Discord as well. I know there's like another program called like VideoTube that I could use, but I just feel like it's much more. I'm just much more used to this method, as clunky as it seems. Also, I really can't do much about the noise in the background because there's some work being done outside. So I'll try to overpower it as much as I can. So that's why I kind of also include that little noise warning too. So I'm just gonna start switching the settings around and just bear with me. Okay. And I'll do this on Discord, on OBS as well. And let me just not forget this time around. All right. Now, I can't exactly hear myself, but it is to be expected. But I guess it would be preferred that way considering what I'm trying to aim for so I could listen to what I'm kind of providing. I mean, I've already run through the gamut of just hating my own voice in the past, but I just had to power on through that. You know, a better way to do that is just find something that you're comfortable with. Give yourself an experience that you can never forget, on top of something you can also really go pretty far with, too. Like, I always have, like, a bit of a storied reputation of participating in a few things here and there. Things I could probably keep on saying until the cows come home, but at this point, I might as well just roll with the punches at this stretch of the game. But the way that I kind of got acclimated to voice acting was, I would say, a bit atypical than most. Took a bit of a different direction than how most people usually start. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This is mostly NSFW. But at the same time, I was also looking at more safe work options, seeing if I could just audition every now and then. But knowing what I know now, I feel like I'm much more comfortable in doing whatever I can to emote, to kind of give a lot more feeling and impact. It adds to the experience. And most people that try to discredit NSFW voice actors or voice actresses tend to shoot themselves in the foot because of how talented they are. And they don't bother picking them because it's just a matter of some sort of moral standing. It's strange. But I digress. So let me see. I just wish there was an easy way to add tracks without having to go back to the ribbon. Add new. Stereo. Stereo. I'll just add 4. I'm going to only use 2, however. Or rather, just 1 for Head Vulcans. Yeah, let's, yeah, 2 lines should do. So let me put this on solo. Hmm. Let's think of something. Usually be a very generic. Alright, there we go. We're back. I think it might be YouTube as well, but if OBS is giving me trouble, I might have to kind of stick with the initial plan of probably recording the session as well. And I'm kind of running low on time too, so I might as well just make the most of it. But we should be back. Alright, here we go. Three, two, one. Wait. 3, 2. I don't care if it's a disappointing opening act. We gotta act fast. Go down! I don't care if it's a disappointing opening act. We gotta act fast. Go down! Okay. And the second line. Make that solo. Gotta be able to season the meat before tenderizing it. Firing for effect! Gotta be able to season the meat before tenderizing it. Firing for effect! Okay. Easy. Now I go to the heat spike thrust. Alright, just leave it as heat spike. I must warn you now, these spikes are very, very strong. So I can't guarantee you're gonna live after this. Let's try that again. I kind of blanked out on like the follow-up line. I must warn you, these spikes are very, very hot. So I can't Nope, I flubbed up. I must warn you now, these spikes are very, very hot. So I can't expect you to live after this one. Ready? Closing the distance! And pierce! I must warn you now. These spikes are very, very hot, so I can't expect you to live after this one. Ready? Closing the distance. And pierce! Alright, that's good. That sounds really good. Let's go with another one. Your moment to be civilized has long passed. It's about time you meet your end. Oh, that delivery was weird. That delivery was very, very weird. Let me just practice this a little bit so I could probably get the proper tone of it. The time to be civilized is long past, buddy. The time to be civilized is long past, buddy. Time to pay your dues. The time to be civilized is long past, buddy. It's time to pay your dues. Now, get yourself ready for the one thing that Palisade is good at. No. The time to be civilized is long gone. It's time to pay your dues. Time to show you exactly what Palisade is capable of. Just partially. Nope. Let me try that again. I think I have a different line in my mind that I could probably go with. Something that has a bit more punch to it. Yeah, I don't want to forget that formula that I had in mind when I was looking at the previous part. Oh, yeah. Something that probably fits my character to a T. Civility? Well, that kind of went out the window. No, that would be more of like a special line. Yeah, that would be more of like a special line, a special kind of interaction. Can't say I can feel sorry for you. You brought this on yourself. Ready up! One loading spike! And thrust! Let's play that back. Can't say I can feel sorry for you. You brought this on yourself. Ready up! I had those little breathing moments too. Can't say. Oh, wait. Shit, now I forgot. Sorry, can't say I feel sorry for you. No, that's weird. Boy, I can't say I feel sorry for you. After this, you won't be the same person again. Readying up. Unloading spike. And thrust! Okay. Boy, I can't say I feel sorry for you. After this, you won't be the same person again. Readying up. Unloading spike. And thrust! The pacing is a little bit off. Like I can kind of feel what I'm trying to go for, but I kind of pace it in a way where it felt a little awkward and was trying to catch up with the action. Like if someone's trying to direct me and do like a sequence of events, you will hope for them to kind of pace things out so it fits every single moment of action. You don't have like the classic speed racer effect of, oh, this is happening, then this is happening, so you have to roll over certain lines in order to get that point across. Classic one is like, he's jumping over the cliff. Ah! He's jumping over the cliff. Ah! There's no time to feel sad for yourself now. It's time to get to work, and we have much work to do. See? Direction heavily influences the ability to act certain lines. That's why when people say, oh, this game has poor voice acting, it's not completely on the voice actors themselves. Sometimes just a direction that just seems a little bit awkward, or they don't know how to convey that kind of information. And a bad director can definitely kneecap even the best voice actors. I don't think I have any solid examples, but I know for a fact there has been like some shows or some anime that pretty much suffer from that. Because you have to understand like the certain nuances when it comes to providing that kind of interaction or providing that kind of emotion or something to really convey what the script is trying to convey. Trying to bring it to life, if you will. Because you can also, depending on how a dub is done, it can change the entire context depending on like even the smallest of things, inflection, maybe even like the timing of it or the overall tone. And it's usually like a little death trap too, considering there might be a moment where some comedy may be involved, but it's a very heavy scene. If you have like a very jokey tone to it, and that scene kind of falls over the even heavier tone after that, then it just seems like it takes away from it. It takes away from that emotional investment. So you're left with an out of place, how can I put an unempathetic theme, an unempathetic scene, an apathetic theme, if you will. And I know a lot of Marvel movies do that way too often, where they just feel like they have to throw in a joke even for like the most heaviest or probably even some of the darker scenes, where it just you have to sell the emotional impact. If you can't do that, then why bother? Not everything has to have a joke. Not everything has to have some sort of self-depreciation or anything that kind of takes away from the scene. As long as you have the script and the direction in order to make that work, you can definitely make something happen. And that direction goes a long way. It does. Okay, so let me get back to the re-recording of the second heat spike line. Boy, do I feel sorry for you. Too bad I can't afford that. No. Boy, I wish I could feel sorry for you, but you brought this upon yourself. Unloading spike. Ready? And thrust! Boy, I wish I could feel sorry for you, but you brought this upon yourself. Unloading spike. Ready? And thrust! Yeah, something like that. Let me just get rid of that little tick. And we should be fine. Alright, now we can make more tracks. And the background noise is gone too. Seems like the tree people are gone. And if worst comes to worst, if I do run out of time, I'm most likely gonna probably do them off stream and then just make the voice back from there. Surprisingly so, OBS is holding. I don't know what it is though. Does YouTube hate OBS or is it the other way around? Hmm. Well, it's not my problem at that point anymore. Okay. I can either skip to the revolving stake launcher or the burst fire rifle. I can stick with the order. Honestly, I might go with the burst fire because it's just going to be like very small lines considering how modular the weapons are. This ought to pepper you up nicely. Whoops, I recorded on the wrong track. This ought to pepper you up nicely. No, let's try again. This ought to pepper you up nicely. 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 Hmm. This ought to pepper you up nicely. This ought to pep you up nicely. Yeah, I think I can probably go with that. This ought to pep you up nicely. Hold that 3-round burst to your chest. Let's try a different line. This ought to pep you up nicely. Now hold these 3 rounds to your chest. No. 3 rounds is more than enough in order to take you down. Yeah, that sounds a little bit cleaner. This ought to pep you up nicely. 3 rounds is more than enough to take you down. Alright, next up. A revolving stick launcher. Line 1. I'll put RSL. Line 2. And let's get this going. Just have some tea a little bit. Just missing some cut on bits. And I do have some water on the side. You cannot go a day in your life without some water. 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 It's still amazing me that some people can. It still amazes me that like some British actors can really pull off a quote unquote American accent pretty damn well. Like the actor that played McNulty in The Wire. I had no idea he was actually British. I had legit no idea he was actually British until I saw like the behind the scenes footage of The Wire. It's still amazing me to this very day. Same thing with like Phil Collins actually being British too. Like the way he sings like a an American singer. It just baffles me every single time. But I guess some people are just really good at hiding accents or just really adopting certain accents long and the longer they kind of stay in a certain area. Like I'm pretty sure if I stay in the UK for like 1 to 2 days, I could pretty much pick up on a certain kind of accent. The one that's going to be the most distinct, and they can't really pick up right away, it's definitely going to be the Cockney accent. You know, the one they expect from a Guy Ritchie film, where everybody's just moving a fucking mile a minute. Like they throw in so much lingo, so much nuance in order to just really fuck with you. And if you don't really pick up on exactly what they mean, you're gonna be lost, no matter how hard you try to process it. But with Cockney, we have Boomhauer. I'm pretty sure there's one person. I'm pretty sure that like most people in like the rural South that speak exactly like Boomhauer. I can't say it with a guarantee, but I know for a fact there's probably at least one person in the South that speaks exactly like Boomhauer. And dang old time, you know exactly what I mean, man. I just want to convey this a little bit proper, and you know, man, it's just a whole lot of other things on my mind, man. I just want to save that for a fact, man. You know, it's just all that good stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I can somehow try to mimic Boomhauer to a degree, but the way he just talks, it's more than words out. It's like the I don't know how I don't know how Mike Judge actually managed to kind of do that proper. Like he can hear actual words, but it just gets stirred into some sort of drawl. Like if I just have to look back at that video again. I showed it to Shar, and she was just kind of like, "You." All right, let's see. Initially, there was a post that she made that kind of piqued my interest, where she was looking for like lines or posts that she made that she can speak in like a Texas accent or speak like a Texas. And I just come in and saying, "Have you heard of like the Boomhauer accent?" Or like, no. I think it's more along the lines of, is it regular Texan or Boomhauer Texan? She never watched King of the Hill before, so I kind of introduced her a clip of King of the Hill. And when I was watching that video, I was goddamn, I was, I was goddamn lost. But at the same time, it could probably help like send out coded messages because no one will understand a single thing you're saying unless if you are speaking with someone that is very deep into that particular accent. It's hilarious. But I'm distracting myself. Revolving stick launcher. A revolving stick. Kind of makes me feel like the cousin of the Altizen. Alright, Palisade. Time to show how unique you are then. Closing the distance. Mm. A revolving stick, huh? Kind of makes you feel like the cousin of the Altizen, right, Paul? Yeah. A revolving stick. Kind of makes you feel like the cousin of the Altizen, right? Well, let's show him how unique you are, Palisade. Opening gambit. Closing in. And here's a few more for you to go. Bon voyage! Getting hit with these spikes at any distance, you won't be walking the same way ever again. Opening thrusters. Launching spike 1. Moving into a kill. No. Getting hit by these. No. I just fucked up. Getting hit by these spikes at any distance, I can guarantee you won't be walking the same way ever again. Opening act. Firing. Closing in for the kill. Revolving! Stick! Launcher! And I think it adds something else to it. If it's like a dynamic kill. Yeah. For like that dynamic kill effect. But only add it to like the second line because it would probably make a little bit more sense. But then again, there's not much of a dynamic kill effect to begin with when it comes to revolving stake. Just understand you picked the wrong fight with me. Alright? No. You chose the wrong time to pick a fight with me. Nope, let's try again. Let this be a lesson to you. You picked the wrong fight with the wrong man. Let this be a lesson to you. You picked the wrong fight with the wrong man. Alright. Next up, Thunder Blitz. Now this is going to be an interesting one because of how much of a multifaceted attack that I have it made out to be. And this might also be the toughest one to do because how multifaceted that have the attack as well. Because first it starts off with a projectile, mostly a lightning cast, stuns the opponent, readies up the plasma stakes, well, the magnum stakes, the Blitz Magnum stakes. Acknowledging pattern select. Right, you know. Acknowledging pattern select. Right, Jinogi. Let's dance. Lightning crash! It's not over yet. Beam Saber Samba! Lock in. Charge up. Thunder Blitz! Magnum! Acknowledging pattern select. Right, Jinogi. Let's dance. Lightning crash! I could do much better with that. Acknowledging pattern select. Right, Jinogi. Releasing limiters. Lightning crash! Hey, it's not over yet. Beam Saber Samba! No. Acknowledging pattern select. Raijin Ogi. Let the fun begin. You know, let me break it down into like different parts. And I can just re-record whenever I can actually do so. Acknowledging pattern select. Code Raijinoki. Next. Let's begin. Lightning crash! Lock in. Charge up. Release. Hyper Roche Saber! And this ought to finish you off good. Plasma? Nope. No. And this ought to finish you off. Thunder! Blitz! Magnum! Or better yet, this ought to finish you off good. Supercharge! Thunder Blitz! Magnum! Fireball! Nope. That seemed. No, that. I killed it. I killed it. I killed it. I killed it. This ought to finish you off good. Thunder Blitz! Magnum! No, wait. Let me get rid of these two, actually. Yeah, let me get rid of those two, because I think I've missed the point on one of them. Let's begin. Lightning crash! Lock and charge. Release! High beam saber! No. High plasma. That's what I was muxing up. Let me see. I'm starting to forget my own things. Or rather, I'm not really fleshing it out as properly as I should. Plasma slasher. There we go. I called it plasma slasher. Lock and charge. Plasma slasher! No. Lock and charge. Then release. Plasma slasher! Lock, charge, and supercharge. This ought to finish it good. Thunder Blitz Magnum! Lock, charge, and supercharge. This ought to finish it good. Thunder Blitz Magnum! I also notice how echoey my room is all of a sudden. I don't really have much of a voice acting setup, so some things may just kind of slip through the cracks. But if I do find like a way in order to kind of nullify that noise, I do have like some soundproofing on the wall, but I know that probably won't be enough. I just need like one of those setups where I could just practically cover myself and just have like some either bed sheets or some sort of cloth that's not only easy to breathe through, but also suppresses noise pretty well. But that's kind of asking a little bit much there. Okay. Right, same plan like last time. Initiating plan TGD. Begin! Initiating initiating pattern TGD. Activating. I'll zap you up good. Lightning crash! Next up, high plasma slasher! And this was a crowd pleaser. Thunder Blitz Magnum! And for the dynamic kill, dynamic kill will probably be. Maybe I'll try to aim for something a bit cool, but I know I'm gonna kind of fumble on that. Hmm. What would be a good dynamic kill line then? Hmm. Hmm. I'm running out of steam. I'm really running out of steam. Like I had some ideas in my head, but it's starting to like skip. It's really starting to skip from my head. All right. Since the AI for the unit is very, it's somewhat sentient. I think I can throw in some banter. Or rather, I could just probably have like a conversation between me and Ace. I think that'll probably work out. Those strings of attacks don't yield any tactical advantage whatsoever. Hey, all that matters is it looks cool, right? Those strings of attacks don't yield any tactical advantage whatsoever. Hey, all that matters is it looks cool, right? I sincerely doubt that those string of attacks would prove fruitful for our future. No, I think the previous line was better. And I might do like some post processing too, mostly for like the ace lines. I just gotta make a mental note of that. Like whenever I hear a certain kind of tone, whenever I do Ace's voice or whatever kind of cadence that I have to it, it should be a good indication. Certainly, those strings of attacks wouldn't put us at a severe disadvantage, correct? Hey, all that matters is it looks cool and have fun doing it. Certainly, those strings of attacks wouldn't put us at a severe disadvantage, correct? Hey, all that matters is it looks cool and have fun doing it. Okay, so that's good, that's good, that's good. Now we can move on to the final attacks. The Ragna rifle. Oops. Okay, Ragna rifle. Hmm. Yeah, you know what? Doing these lines, it really does make me appreciate how all these sales are capable of doing these in just like either one or two breaths, or like have an entire session just recording particular lines. Because after that, those lines are pretty much canned, and it can be used for any other situation at that point. So unfortunately, if someone passes away and there's no option to like recast anybody because of how distinct their voice was, they can do just that. Just have canned voices and have it work. And that's pretty much. I'm pretty sure that's the reason why they haven't really found anybody else for excelling yet. That's why the original say you passing away years ago. But it's also going to be a very heavy undertaking for whoever is newly chosen to really not only match the same kind of energy and cadence, but also have a similar tone of voice where it doesn't sound absolutely jarring. And that's a lot of pressure. But unless if they do something like a huge time skip in the OG series, I don't see much of that happening. But I think there is a game, an NSRW game, I think W, that does involve a time skip. So maybe there might be a chance. There might be a chance somewhere. All right. This weapon right here kind of scares me. Let's just hope we can put it to good use. This weapon right here kind of scares me. A Ragnar rifle. This weapon right here kind of scares me. But as long as it didn't fall into the wrong hands, we should be able to use it. Unlocking. Cycling. Dark matter generator. Charging. And fire! Such power like a dark matter generator should not fall into the wrong hands. I'll make sure this doesn't fall into the wrong hands either. Ragnar rifle. Uncapping DMG. Cycling. Ready? Condense fire! Such power like a dark matter generator should not fall into the wrong. A dark matter generator? Why do I feel strange? A dark matter generator? Why am I trembling? Let's put this power to good use. Cycling. Dark matter generator. Ready? And fire! Okay. Next up is the condense file, is the max output. Max 1 and max 2. And with that, we're pretty much done. I'll do like the other aspect of editing on my off time and see if I can kind of get this all squared up into like one neat little package. I'd most likely put it on a Google Drive, if anything. So we'll see what happens there. Hmm. All right, we're back. We're back. I don't know why it. Yeah, I think there might be something up with YouTube. Even though it's like extra connection, I keep losing. I keep losing connection with OBS for some reason. I may have to like do some updates for it or something. I don't know if it's gonna kind of happen to me on Twitch though. We'll see. But yeah, the way I'm probably gonna do the max fire, the max output, since it's gonna be like different interlocking parts that just fan out. It's gonna be the same way as like the Thunder Blitz. If we're gonna have to resort to using such fearful power like this, they're gonna have to use it as any no. If we're gonna have to resort to using such fearful power as this, then we can't be afraid any longer. Ace, synchronize to the weapon control system. Operate. Calculating limits and safeties. Releasing all. Initiating panels. Safety panels will be offline. No. Disengaging safeties. Cycling dark matter generator to full out. Initiating. No. I think there's somewhere I actually have to write this down because this may take a bit of practice to really get that speed. Disengaging safeties. Unlocking limiting panels. No. Disengaging safeties. Deploying limiting panels. Creating charge. Cycling power cycle. No. You know, let me see. Let me see if I could just write this out. Disengaging safeties. Opening breaker panels. All right. Now I've written out. Should be easy to follow along. Disengaging safeties. Opening breaker panels. Cromwell power cylinder engaged. Beginning charging sequence. Readying targeting parameters. Locked on. Max output has been achieved. Ready to fire. Open barrel! Fire! If we're gonna have to resort to using such fearful power as this, then we can't be afraid any longer. Disengaging safeties. Opening breaker panels. Cromwell power cylinder engaged. Beginning charging sequence. Readying. Targeting parameters. Locked on. Max output has been achieved. Ready to fire. Open barrel! Fire! Yep. There we go. And we can do the other variation. Hey, Jidori. How's it going? I'm just in the tail end of my little practice session, so I'm just about to wrap things up too. Just kind of writing out my lines, and after that, I'm just gonna call it a stream. After that, that's just a nice little stretch. Have a little bit of tea before then. Feel like I'm gonna belch. All right, I think I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. All right, now. Hmm. How can I? Uh, Limiters released. Shielding panels flipped. No, shielding panels deployed. That sounds a bit more mechanical. Dark matter generator operating at full capacity. Target locked. Prey with trigger. Okay, now this man, this is gonna sound very tuny. This is gonna sound very tuny, but fuck it. I am gonna roll with it. Yeah, I'm gonna roll with it with authority. because what I just written down is gonna sound so corny, so cheesy, but I am not gonna feel any kind of regret whatsoever. Do it. Do it. Yes. All right. Here we go. I'm gonna enjoy this. Because if anything, the max output would be so powerful I would have to avoid hitting the ground. So they're gonna get sent to the sky anyway. So if you know where I'm going with this, it's gonna be just that. I'm prepared to lay down my life. No, wait. Let's switch to solo. I'm prepared to lay down my life for this one gambit. I hope you're prepared. Nope, let me do that delivery a little bit better. I'm ready to carry the sins. Nope. Let's try again. I'm ready to bear the sins of my actions. Right here and now. Ace, begin operation. Segment 1. Alright, there we go. Releasing limiters. Shielding panels deployed. Dark matter generator operating at full capacity. Target locked. Pray with trigger. Clear the fire. Alright! Go to heaven! Trigger. Clear the fire. Alright! Go to heaven! And let me trim this down a little bit more. And with the dynamic kill, no trace of them found. Yeah. There we go. Disintegrate! No. Nah, I can't do that. Disappear is just simple enough. Disappear! All right. And back to ace. Target vitals have ceased. No trace has been found. Let's just hope we never have to use this power ever again. But I think our future's not going to look that bright either. Target vitals have ceased. No trace has been found. Good. Let's just hope they'll never come back ever again after that. No, that doesn't make sense. Good. Let's just hope we don't have to use this power ever again. Alright. And that's that. That's all the lines that I've used for practice. Now it's just for me to just start editing this stuff for post-processing and then just probably wrap it up into a nice little package. Maybe like a voice pack or something. But that's the gist of it. That is just the gist of it, but man, I actually had fun with this. I'm definitely doing more of these voice acting practices too. I think the next one I'm going to be doing is Apex Legends. So if I go with that, then perhaps I might be. I might have to be a little bit craftier with like the quips and stuff like that. But that's done and dusted. It's going to be a while before I start doing practice for the next ones, but I'm going to be focusing on working on this one as soon as I can. I know my business trip is going to get in the way of that, but hopefully I would have enough time to just kind of tinker around with it a little bit more. You know, just do like the usual equalizing, normalization, noise canceling, and noise reduction. And just add some effects to the ace lines too, so it's easier to differentiate. And yeah. So, thanks everybody for stopping on by. Hope you had a wonderful time with the stream. I'm definitely going to grab some food in the meantime and just get ready for work until then. All right? And if you do like my channel and would like to see more stuff coming around the pipeline, I should be focusing a little bit more on just putting something to the table. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, I hope to see you next time. Peace.